So regarding this, we need to like stir it properly. Also make sure you stir on the side also, because there are some adhesive on the sides. You need to make sure there are nothing attached in there. Just clean it up, clear it up properly. If you want to like add some more PDMS adhesive, you can also do that. Just be careful to measure it properly. So I'll just add some more PDMS because I think I'll be needing some more. So let's add around like 4 gram. Just remember, every time you like measure something, you need to make sure you only measure that part, the added part, not the whole part itself, because in that case it will be very difficult to measure. So in my case, I have like used 4 gram of PDMS added additionally. So I will be needing 0.4 gram of silicone also, silicone solution, 0.4 gram. Okay. Yeah, that's it. As I said earlier, you need to like make sure you stir it properly so that like there is no adhesive. You need to like also make sure you stir it on the sides. What happens is, when you are preparing this PDMS solution, there are some bubbles trapped inside this solution. So we need to make sure we have cleared this whole bubbles. Let's stir it for 2 to 3 minutes. So to clear the bubbles, what we need to do is, we need to like, after stirring 2 to 3 minutes, we need to put it in the vacuum, so that vacuum will clear up all the bubbles here. So what you will be needing is, you need to put the solution in the vacuum, clear the close the like part here. So like you have to put this solution inside of this vacuum tube, and as you can see here, these points, there are some like symbols. You need to make sure you only use these 2 parts. So there should be one this side, one arrow that side, and you also need to close that down. And after that, you need to start the vacuum using this switch. And after some times, the vacuum, what it will do, it will like pull out all the bubbles from the solution and make it bubble free. No air will be trapped inside the solvent. Additionally, what you can do is, you can just keep it here in the atmospheric condition, and bubbles will automatically be coming out of the solution, but it will take some time, like around 15 or 20 minutes. But with vacuum, you can do it in like within 5 minutes. But that is the solution here, so I will not be using vacuum for today. Let's put it in the environment for like 10-15 minutes till all the bubbles are clear. Very well. Now what we'll do is, we'll now make some channels. So for that, we need, first of all, we need glass slides. So let's find some glass slides here. So very well. Now what we'll do is we'll now make some channels. So for that we need, first of all, we need glass slides. So let's find some glass slides here. So this is one glass slide. Now what I will do is I'll make some channels with these two things. So to prepare channel, let's see if I can give you a good view here. This will be okay. Let's put it here. Yeah, so let's use these two glass slides. What I'll do is I'll make some channels. I need some masking tape. So you need to find out masking tape that you want. I want to use this width, and I will be using like one channel this time. So let's sit. I also need a blade. So I have a blade and I am ready to do the masking. So first of all, what I'll do is I will prepare only one channel for each, so there should be only two channels. You don't need this long, I'm just showing it for the demonstration purpose. So let's keep it here. Just polishing it up so that the cross steps are added properly. Yeah, so this is it. So I am using silver nanowire ink for my channel. See, it will be later on be more engineered with ammonium hydroxide and gold nanoparticle after I'm prepared the channel itself. So what I'm doing is I'm going to first make the masking tape, and in this middle section I will just put this silver nanowire. Make sure that you have poured it uniformly. And also what happens is when silver nanowires are kept for a long time, the water started to goes in upper side and silver into lower side due to change in density. So you need to shake it up properly for 1 or 2 minutes so that the concentration is uniform. Okay, what I'll do is I'll just give something from here. And just pour it down. Try to do it uniformly, okay? So I'll just put it here in the atmosphere for like 10 or 15 minutes so that these liquids it's dried out. So let's put a timer here. So I'll keep it like 10 or 15 minutes. You don't need a timer for this one, just if you can see visually it will be enough, but I am going to give it around 20 minutes properly. So let's go into our PVDF. So the time is up, 20 minutes, and as you can see the solids are already like dissolved into small liquid parts, but there are still some like air bubbles. So let's put it for another like 5 or 10 minutes. So let's give it another 5 minutes. Give me a sec. Okay, let's give it another 5 minutes. Here you go. So there it is. Let's go it. And so it's already like 20 minutes and our solution is here. So I am going to give it, like as you can see, it's becoming very thick. So what I am thinking of giving it like another 10 minutes for structural engineering, and I will then put it from the freezer to the normal side. So our time here is off. So our PVDF-HFP solution is almost there. So I will just stop the heat and keep it in the stirring.
Oh yeah. Did you explain or what? Did you know once we finish cooking, there's something they need to do, right? How about this one? Clean?
Yes, clean. 4 minutes is clean. 6 minutes still sample like this. 上面表面就打了一层氧性的活性氧，就在表面打一层，就能量撞击它表面上。就相当于紫外，我烧成个紫外可能穿透了空气，然后空气里面采用活性氧吗？对。这好用吗？不好用。我觉得是自己做的吗？这个就买的呀。表的。表现没一种那你们UV照射多久啊？我一般到20分钟。就是你看你要做什么。我一般做光测都上20分钟，因为如果你不照时间短的话，它粘不住。就可能你不按拍就好了，但是它可能会起块啊，或者会洗掉。看结构复不复杂，但是做硅只做塑料架和做气体。这个不一定。如果只做塑料架做个菜的话1天半。如果要做一个完整的器件，可能要2周。完整的器件就包括 encapsulation， 包括电极，包括各种东西。你有做过那个完整的器件吗？做呀，做的很痛苦。我没有一个礼拜。
So our PVDF solution is done. It's finally done, as you can see here. It's quite so it's almost clear. There are some bubbles. So what we can do is just put it in the normal condition. So the bubbles are clear. Just keep it rotating and reduce the heat, and after some time we will just mix it up. So our structure engineering is done. So what we will do is just keep it from here, this solution, P3HT solution with DHF. So just put it on the normal freezer. I'm just going to put it here. That's it. Now you can use it from here anytime you want. I will mix it up with PVDF after like a few 10 or 15 minutes. So we'll be now using the spin coater to spin coat PDMS over the channel. So let's see. I will make a new recipe here. So let's go to recipe number 7. I will create a new recipe. So we need 3 things. First is speed, RAM, that is acceleration, and the time, how much time I want it to rotate. So let's click speed. Okay, let's go again. Recipe number 7. Step, I am going to step number 1, first step. So the speed of the first step should be for PDMS we need lowest speed, so 300 rpm is okay. Let's click on and then enter, and then I need to speed. See, ramp is also here, so I need to click ramp or acceleration. I need 100 rpm, so let's click 100 rpm. Okay, and then step termination, I mean, which means that how much time I need to run it. I need for around like 30 seconds, so I will click it around 30. Okay, 30 seconds and click enter. So my first step is done. Now step 2 and then go to ramp. I don't need any speed, I don't want this step 2 to be there. And ramp it doesn't matter. And for the termination I am selecting 0 because I don't want to be there is any step after this one. So let's click 0. So I have made the step 1, that is my desired. Step 2, that is like 0. And now let's go to step number 0, which means I am moving to the root. I have prepared my recipe. Now I need to save the recipe, and here default is like enter and enter. So step 7 is done. So it is always advisable that before you run any like sample, you always like have a check. So what I will do is I will just put it in here in the spin coater and turn on the vacuum. So always turn on the vacuum so that it will be strongly attached to the spin coater center here. So you see here I can move it easily. It's quite easy to move. If I now turn on the vacuum, what we'll do is now it's not okay. Yeah, now it's on. So as you can see, it's difficult to move. Now let's go to recipe number 7 that I have just prepared, and click run. So you can have some grasp on what is going on and if the system is going on okay. So there is like a waiting time. I need to work on this. There is vacuum error, so I think there is some issues going on with the vacuum. So we have prepared it and we have like had it a test run and it's working properly. So we'll be spin coating a little bit. Let's pull this down. Let's pull this down a bit, and here we had the PDMS, and the PDMS, see there is no bubble, so it's almost prepared for the operation. So we are ready to spin coat our devices, our channels, sorry. Just make sure after like 110 degrees centigrade of heating you keep it over a tissue, because otherwise the device will is likely to be, the glass will be like damaged. Now just spin coat this.
Right.
Yeah.
How long do you still need this one?
Max 5 minutes.
Okay.
So I'm taking 300 RPM in seconds. Just a clarification, you just use a tissue. Let's keep this like for 8 minutes. Now what we'll do, we'll just shift this from here to here and keep it here till our next stage.